Distance and displacement part 2. To be able to differentiate between the two components, I'll give you these examples to make it easier for you. The first example, what you have to do is draw a letter S horizontally. And let's say we have a butterfly at this point that wants to move from this point to the end of the path to this point. What path will it take? First path could be along the letter S, the one in the blue line, or it could move directly from here to the end of the path. Now we can say that the blue line represents the distance and the orange line represents the displacement. But which is the longer path? It is clear that the blue line is longer than the orange line, and usually the distance is either equal to the displacement or larger than it. Second example, draw a circle and plot 4 points on it, then name the points as follows: A, B, C, and D. Now let's say there's a person at point A that wants to move to B. What path will he take? The first path he could take is from A to C and then from C to B, or he can move from A to D and then D to B. This line represents the distance, and another path you can take is directly from A to B. And this line represents the displacement. Now let's take this example in page 12. Take a look at the map of the Southampton area in figure 1.1.5. How far is it from Hythe to Southampton Town Quay? So we have two ways, either going by the ferry or by following the red line. Going by the ferry represents the displacement, and going along the red path is the distance. Now, of course, the distance depends on the route you take. By ferry, the journey is only 1.5 miles, which represents the displacement. But by road, you would need to travel 12 miles between the two places. The distance you have traveled is defined as the length of path you have taken, as measured by the milometer in your car. The milometer is an instrument on a vehicle for recording the number of miles traveled. However, your displacement is defined as the straight line distance between Hythe and the town Quay, as if you had taken the ferry. Distance is a scalar quantity. It has only size or magnitude, and displacement is a vector quantity. As well as size, it has direction.